I do believe in fairies. I do. I do. I do believe in fairies. I do. I do. I do believe in fairies. I do. I do. Sorry.
Hello, everybody.
God, that almost like was too much.
You look like you were gonna give yourself a concussion. Wait.
Do you ever like shake your head so much you can feel your brain moving in your head?
Yes.
That's scary to me.
When I was younger, we were so into the song "Walking on Sunshine." Me and my friends, we would like hang out in our basement, and we would get so into dancing to that song that we would be headbanging so much that like I genuinely like almost sprained a neck, and I would feel my brain like
moving.
Yes,
I jumbles
hate that
around
feeling.
in there.
Just no like. I'm like, is our brain like smaller than our skull, like you and me in particular, or is this like normal?
No, I think that's normal for it to wiggle around. I think that's how people get concussions. I just don't like to think like the concept. Like
You're already freaking me out. You're already freaking me out.
Sorry. I like to think of my whole being as like I am everything here.
Right.
Like, you know, like, but it's like in reality, we're just really what's up here. You know, like we're just like a blob organ, like operating a meat suit. Like I'm not my finger. Like I am. But
you
brain.
are like these are still your cells.
I know, but like if anything, like if you cut off my hand, I would still you could. I don't know what I'm saying, but like.
I kind of get what you're saying, but like I don't agree. But like I see what you're saying.
Totally.
Yeah.
Right. Hi everybody!
I just Hi! My phone, which is my ring light, which is my recorder, is blocking my notes. So let me just move those over here.
So we really got to get the production together on the Lex front. We really got to get some ring lights.
If you guys don't have visuals on us, like Brett is beautifully lit. He looks like he's in like 590 HD, whatever the fuck.
Thank you.
And he has all these fucking leaves he plucked from his stupid fucking garden. Like he's pissing me off.
My garden, my backyard area.
And his big naturals look amazing. They look amazing.
Leaf pasties on.
He looks sexy as hell.
I do fear like this is some sort of irritating.
Oh, 100%. You're gonna take this off. Yeah. You're gonna have like a burn
mark, which could be cool.
Okay. And so that's him, and I'm kind of giving.
Why don't you explain what you're giving?
As Brett says, it's giving like Blair Witch lighting, and so you can't like fully. I'm kind of like it's giving like 2 or 3 pixels. And my laptop's almost dead, so this is the most type B fucking shit. I've got my phone upside down with the flashlight on. I've covered it with a cloth because it's too bright.
Let's see the cloth.
So this is a wipe. This is a wipe I used earlier.
Okay.
That was just sitting nearby.
Awesome.
And then for my outfit, of course, I had nothing planned, and probably 2 minutes before we started filming, I saw my Perry the Platypus pajama pants on the ground. I said, those are kind of green with brown. So I tied them around.
And it's awesome with the really low quality video cam. It looks almost bluish, or
it's nighttime.
It's night.
It's like the moonlight.
And also let me mention, I'm not trying to dogpile on you, but like your background is a still from this movie.
What the fuck?
I don't know what that is.
It's like it's fucking Peter Pan artistic background.
I was like I could have gotten a forest background, but I was like,
okay, so you think you're better? Just say it.
I'm just saying, like I'm really like I really put in the work for to get you excited about this experience. I know this really meant a lot to you. This film, I wanted to.
It did. Oh, you don't mean that. Do you mean that?
No, I don't mean it.
You
I just
fucker.
wanted to make you feel bad.
It was working.
I don't care.
And like I said, I was gonna pluck leaves, but then I was like, since I'm a woman, how's that gonna work?
Pluck leaves?
Yeah, I was gonna pluck leaves and do what you did. I was gonna do the same thing, but
first of all, you can get away with that on this podcast. Your beautiful breasts. Your beautiful breasts that sit high. Just put a little leaf. We'll work on it. Maybe we can edit it in post.
Edit what?
We'll edit leaves on you in post.
Oh, okay. Okay. Do you want to get me naked? Is that what you're trying to say? I knew it.
I foiled again.
Well, I've been waiting for my alpha to come into my life.
Milady, you're so perceptive with my intentions.
The other day I said to my friend Kelly on a voice, and I said, well, I will be returning to Honolulu. And I was like, that's a good word in that voice.
Honolulu.
Every now and then you strike gold with that voice. You're like,
you never know. Honolulu. Fuck, that's really good.
Okay, well, we've been talking for God knows how long.
We really have in the
nothing.
pre-show. We gave our 2 cents about Chapel Roan. That might have been a mistake. Who's to say?
And today we were, okay, so Martin, Brett, and I, background, we had a meeting, guys, about this podcast because we're really trying to lock in. And we're trying to, like, get actual sponsors and, like, really take this to the next level, as you can see.
Clearly.
By what you're looking at. But a part of that was we were like, oh, we should be telling people, number one, we have a Patreon. If you're not on our Patreon and you have to be a paid member, I mean, you don't have to pay us any, okay? This is really not me asking. It's dark times for everyone. But if you want to help in any way, the lowest tier is $5, and we post extra stuff on there sometimes. So we're supposed to mention that because we're terrible at this.
Yeah.
And the other thing we were going to do is we were going to say... Mouth. I know, because it's so awkward to have to do this. And the other thing we're supposed to say, and Martin reminded us because he's incredible.
Oh, right.
Reviews. We if you haven't reviewed us already on Spotify or Apple, please do. And we've never really been very good at reminding people to do this, but we have so many of the loveliest, kindest, sweetest Apple reviews of all time.
We do.
And we were gonna read one today for you.
I'm gonna read one.
Okay. Can you read it in Honolulu?
Yeah. In this accent. No. I think I can do it.
Okay.
This is by Van Whiffs. This is genuinely the best podcast I've ever listened to in my life. I just recently found it, and well, I have been hooked. I've listened to all of them, and I'm currently on a second round. I seriously laugh out loud. That people probably think I'm insane because I'm scream laughing like, oh, you'll be dying. I seriously can't recommend this enough. And let me say this. The chemistry between Wax and Brett is outstanding. They just know how to entertain an audience. Plus, they have great podcast voices. I love their recaps and how they get off topic, but somehow we'll relate it back to the film that's being discussed. Everyone should be listening to this. I hope they never stop making these. That was really sweet, Van Lips. Thank you.
The way you found those beats with no practicing was incredible. It was incredible. That was like watching
I just love
talent.
That character.
I know, it is so addicting.
Next time you have to do it.
Okay, I will.
Yay.
I hope no one finds that offensive if we read your review in that voice.
No, I don't think so. I feel I hope we have at least a couple listeners that are that person, like our Wolf Girls and like Wear Fedoras. By the way, there's a movie I need you to watch.
What's it called?
It's called The Incubus. Oh. One of my favorite creators, her name's Jenny Nicholson. She always does a deep dive YouTube video on some obscure topic, and she has just the best taste in media.
Oh.
And she found this movie called The Incubus that apparently she's loved for years, and it's a bad movie. And it's made by this girl in it was I think it came out in 2010, and it was supposed to be a Twilight knockoff.
Okay.
I want to watch it with you.
Oh, so you haven't seen it yet? Let's watch it together.
No, I've seen the. Okay, I don't think I finished it actually. I think I fell asleep, but it was so fucking good. We need to watch it.
I would love to.
I think you really would get a kick out of it.
Huh? I'm so curious.
Yeah. But
I'd love to.
That's a movie for a different day.
Today we're actually talking about the beautiful, wondrous world of Peter Pan. Not to be actually confused with the animated version. No, ladies and gentlemen, that one we've already covered. And if you listen to us, you would already know that.
Yes, me lady. Not everybody is as well-read and well-studied in the arts of fantasy as us. However, today is a different interpretation of a classic story of Peter Pan, the boy who never grew up.
As famously said in this film, all children grow up, except one. Why did I drool at the end?
It is. You do salivate as that character. What?
Yep.
what's to make of that?
I think he's just so, everything in life is so rich. It makes
Yeah.
him like hungry and horny.
It would like, that's the thing is like, yes, we poke fun, yes, we make fun of this character, but he's really he's one of the few among us who's actually living.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. I completely agree with that. And like, the older I get, the more and more I'm so attracted to people that are just fearlessly being themselves. I think
Right.
I've always been attracted to that, but like, it's not fun or interesting to try to be cool.
No, it's not.
It's literally boring. And
I think, yeah. Oh, sorry.
no, say what you were going to say.
I was going to say, like, being in LA, it really has made me radicalize that
Yeah.
viewpoint.
Yes.
Because, like, there's people who take themselves so fucking seriously.
Yeah.
And you just, like, you can sniff them out from a
You
mile
really
away.
can. You can.
And it's not a good smell.
Speaking of, Brett and I might join a clown class.
Okay, I
We
love
might
that you're
become
taking
clowns.
that serious.
I am.
I really think we would do great there.
I think so too.
I think we'd have a lot of fun.
And we would maybe film debriefs
Yep.
after the classes that maybe we could post on the Patreon. But anyway, we have to get into this movie or
We
we're gonna
really
be here
do,
100 years.
folks.
It's already 9 p.m.
Fuck.
But we're about to unpack Peter Pan 2003, the sexual awakening for, I'm sure, many of our listeners and many of us. So-
Please tell me. I mean, I know this movie meant a lot to you, so please give me the Lex experience.
I mean, this is just everything to me that a movie should be.
Yeah.
And like, I am such a bitch who loves the stars. I love magic. I love being young forever. I love adventure. It's like, it hits for me personally every single like one of my pillars of like what brings me joy. So like the second this movie starts, like I just wrote the first note I have is immediate chills, and then I just keyboard mash for like 2 additional notes. And it's just the twinkling stars where it's like, all children grow up. Except one.
There's not
I'm
many intros like that anymore.
No, I kept thinking that. I was like, they don't make them like this anymore.
No!
And this movie has always slightly reminded me of Harry Potter. It throws me off that like the director or the cinematographer is not the same person. Like there's so many scenes that are shot similarly and lit similarly and cuts that happen similarly. The way they magically string it along with the narrator too, and it's so clever, and they really capture like elements of being a kid where grown-ups say crazy shit. Like it's just so good. But what's your experience with this?
I remember liking the movie, but the thing that really stuck out to me about the movie was Peter Pan, like just having a fat crush on him.
Yeah, of course. That was
like
everybody.
the love between him and Wendy, like being like, wow.
And isn't it so much
And
better
also,
that-
I remember thinking they're so old. They were so old, like when I was young.
Yes.
I was like, I can't wait to be 14.
I have that a lot. Like when I see like Hannah Montana, like I go back and I like watch an episode of Hannah Montana, and I'm like, she looks like she's 10. And I used to be like, she's so old and so cool.
Yeah.
Which is crazy to
Did
think
you
about.
watch the
No, did you?
No, not yet.
Chaperone's in it.
Good for her.
Join our Patreon. Okay, so and you had a crush on Jeremy Sumpter. Did you know that he also was like really he had a huge crush on
Yes,
Wendy,
they
which
they
really
both had
enhances it.
Yeah. I had to look up the lore.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because at first I was a little bit like, I don't know how this is like. I don't know.
What? What do you mean?
I don't know. Like it was like I really was like interested in like how was their experience on set? Like the child actors, like did they like interacting with each other in that way that was like kind of flirtatious? Like
yeah.
Did that make them feel uncomfortable?
Yeah,
like,
that's fair.
You know, like
I
was
get
the
that.
chemistry forced? Was it not? But like looking into it, like they both really enjoyed their experience on set, and like they
Yes,
both
which
really had
makes
a
it
crush on each other.
A lot better.
Yeah.
Yes,
So I'm like,
completely
okay,
agree.
I'll forgive it. Like they both talk fondly about the film, and so I'm like, okay.
Yes, agreed. Because I get that, because you're like, okay, they're putting them in very like intimate situations.
Yeah, they're like
as
they have
little
to kiss
kids.
each other.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, that's true.
You know, I'm like, was this like traumatic? Like, how is like I feel like you really need to like tread carefully with that, like with your actors,
agree.
and
I
like,
agree.
make sure they're comfortable, and they apparently felt like comforted and supported on set, which is very good.
Yeah,
That's what we want.
agreed.
Should we just get in?
Yes, yes.
Okay, it's not enough dibble dabble.
Is
Is that a word?
Dribble, drabble.
Dribble, drabble, dibble, dabble. Hubble,
Neither
bubble,
of
toil,
those
and
sound
trouble.
right. Hubble, double, toil, and trouble. Fire, burn, and cauldron bubble. Such a fucking banger. Okay, so we covered the start. They do that magical thing. And, like, Wendy's telling a fairy tale. I literally made a note. I was like, I whiff.
I whiff.
I miss when movies actually had magic. Like, I just feel like, have you seen all the critiques of the new Harry Potter where it's, like, lit so dimly and they used to be lit so bright? Like, what happened? What is happening to art? Anyway. Okay, and so then I wrote, sorry, I'm taking zero notes.
Noise.
I'm just enjoying. Got me sorted.
Oh my god, why didn't you lead with that, Lex?
Why? Because then you would have liked my outfit better.
Yes.
Because I was like,
Are
where
you
can
kidding?
I put this? I don't know where to put it. I
You
had
open
it, like,
the Zoom call and you start like this. Because you could tell me that you're the Statue of Liberty right now. And I would say, totally.
Fuck off. These are the leaves. This is the brown part.
Okay.
Shut up. Okay. We're moving on. So, they're in the nursery. They're in the nursery. And we're getting this amazing, like, backstory. And there's a great line in here. It's like, for what troubles a grown-up will never trouble a child. I loved that line. It's so true. And I'm like... True. Anyway, so, yep, the Nana, we're introduced to Katie Nana! And she's
oh my god, I
bathing the
missed
kids.
her.
You did.
I do, like, she really... One thing I noticed about this film is, like, they definitely took inspiration from the animated Disney Peter Pan. Like, there's a lot of, like, parallels in terms of, like, visual parallels. Like, the mom looks like the mom. Like, her dress is, like, almost identical to the dress that the mom wears in the
even the nursery,
movie.
Now that I think about it, the nursery's, like, the exact same.
And the dog is identical.
True. That's so true, actually. Because they could have done, like, a lab. Like, you know.
Yeah. And also just the plot in general was, like, they pretty much stuck to the Disney movie plot. Like,
but I feel like they added a lot in this.
Like, they did. They added more, but they kind of stuck to, like, the story beats of the...
Yeah.
Which is, like, it's not a Disney movie, so I don't know how they were able to do that.
Well,
but
I'm assuming it's because they used the actual fairy tale, the actual Peter Pan fairy tale. Like, this gave to me...
Right.
This gave to me because there's a lot of lines in it that I was like, I bet this is from the actual fairy tale.
Yeah.
You know? I like even the line for what troubles a grown-up will never trouble a child. I bet that's in the thing. And then they cut to this part about the whole Miss Darling has a kiss, a sweet mocking. What do you think about that?
I'm glad you brought that up.
I don't
know.
I think
and then
either.
They bring it up moments later because they're like, oh, look, there's a kiss on Wendy. I'm like, is this like a euphemism for their period? Or like,
I know.
What do you
I've never understood it.
I didn't like it. I didn't like it.
No. And sweet mocking mouth that had one kiss on it. Oh, and then this did make me think, okay, so you know how Wendy tells her brother's stories. So when I was younger, my favorite thing to do at sleepovers was to make up, like, horror stories. And I would get really, like, into it and, like, because I was the eldest, so I would get really
I'm seeing
dark
it right now
it.
with this lighting, like... Yeah, once upon a time.
And, okay, get this. So my sister had a friend who had a very religious mom, and the friend came over one night, and I told the horror story, and I guess it traumatized this girl so much that she went home that her mom showed up at the door the next day, and she said, what kind of demon worship was your eldest daughter telling my child last night? She came home terrified. She is not allowed to sleep over in this house ever again. Because my story was so scary.
Okay, no, I was going to say, low-key, were you like, I ate that bitch up?
I didn't know that happened until recent years. My mom never told me. She never got mad at me, actually, in her defense. She was like, she was just making up shit.
Right.
But,
good for your mom.
Yeah.
Like, I'd be like, okay, storyteller in our midst.
Right. Thank you so much. Because my stories, they came all the way around. They had a beginning, a middle, and an end. They had a climax. They would build. They had sound effects.
Oh, wow.
Dragging his leg, like... Anyway.
You gotta tell me a story sometime.
Oh,
the fucking ant.
Yeah, the ant.
Really?
And the kiss. The kiss was crazy and weird, and we're not sure how we feel about it.
Yeah. And the ant was just kind of watching the kids, whatever. And the ant has this weird infatuation with Wendy. And I low-key think the ant's a predator. I'm sorry.
No,
the ant was giving predator. Because she's like, look at you, Wendy. Do a spin for me.
I get
like,
that. I hate that
there's
were,
a
like,
kiss on her mouth.
It just pisses me off because you see, like, when Wendy's young, like, she's allowed to be like her brothers. And, like, girls hit this age and we, like, make them grow up. Like, they suddenly have to be mature and they have to think about what boys are thinking about them. And boys are allowed to not grow up. Like, there's man caves and men play video games and men play sports. And, like, they forced girls to grow up. And it pissed me off. I mean, I think it's great that the movie does that because it's realistic. And Wendy is having, like, a crash out about it.
Yeah.
But I hate that that's, like, a thing that we do. And I agree. The aunt was giving very, like... Ugh.
Yeah, and then, like, the next day she's, like... and, like, the kids are listening in to this conversation. She's talking to the dad, and she's like, I want her to spend more time with me.
Yes.
She needs to have her own room.
Yes.
I'm like, why? So you can her? Like, you freak? Like, what are you talking about?
No, real. And then she was like, Wendy says she wants to be a writer, and she's like, novelists are not thought of highly in society. I was like, that's another take that pissed me off so much. It's like when you want to pursue a creative career, but it's like, what does everyone do when they want to relax and enjoy themselves? They read a book. They watch a movie. They listen to music. And we're telling people constantly that those careers are not worth pursuing. What the hell?
Yeah, that's a great... I know. Being an
not
artist.
every single person opens up an app that someone codes, but every single person in this room has watched a movie that made them cry. And
right.
It's like...
Yeah!
Yeah, take that!
Take
America!
that, you freaks! So fucking true. I know.
I'm waking
up.
I'm feeling it!
Yeah, but like anyway, yeah, they're like she needs to have her own. Wendy is like not feeling that.
Course
She's
not.
not happy, and then it's
Nope.
like cut to the night, and like Peter Pan's like watching Wendy.
sleep. Yep.
And he doesn't he like fly.
He like goes to touch her mouth, and then I know, but it's also, you know, when you're young, you're like,
Right.
you know, because he was so friggin' cute. And then she's like looks for him, but she doesn't see him. And Nana catches his shadow.
Yes.
And she's like, but there was no sign of a body, for none had fallen. Certainly she had been dreaming. Like the way the narrator talks was like,
Yeah. I know. I
was
just
obsessed.
Love when we make a movie. We have to have like this tone.
yes, exactly. And then Wendy like goes to school and she like draws this was giving horror movie, like her picture with Peter Pan above. And then the teacher's like, if that's you, then who is that? And
I love this part. She's like,
and it was
boy.
like that set new standards of prudery even for her. I thought that was such a good line.
yeah. But like, if I was
show,
a
don't
teacher, trust CPS would be called. That's very troubling.
And then they had another such a good show don't tell line. It was like a man who enjoyed small talk almost as much as a good balance sheet. Like these lines have to be from a book. But anyway, we're also like there's a side plot about like Mr. Darling and his fucking social anxiety that he's like trying to work at or whatever.
Yeah.
And then it's like she tries to intercept the letter that's going to him that's like she drew pictures of boys hovering above her bed at school. And Mr. Darling gets so pissed because she embarrasses him in front of her coworkers that he's like, he has this fucking crash out. I've always hated him for this.
Yeah.
It's time for you to grow up. And then he like rips Nana's hat off. And I'm like, don't fucking take this out on the dog who did everything for you. Pisses me off. Anyway,
And hurt her employment. She was just trying to help.
She literally is just doing her fucking job.
Doing her job.
No pay, might I add.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like a scene of Miss Darling, and she's just like so magical and sweet. And they're like, Mother, are we safe after the lights go out? And she's like, night lights are the eyes a mother leaves behind to guard her children. It's like very cute. Yeah. And then
the mom was kind of giving like in
like,
this dialogue.
was it too
remember,
much
like,
to me?
Like the Bambi. Remember Bambi's mom, where she was like,
We mustn't go
Yes,
to the ground.
yes.
like
It gives
talking
very,
like
no, I know, like it gives
she's
her
not
like
all there.
stock woman, like
Yes.
someone like
Yes.
an alien's trying to represent a woman from what they've read in like a dictionary.
right.
I get that. And then she's like, your father's very brave. And I love that Wendy was like, father, brave. And then she tells this story about how it's like, we basically like ruined our lives when we had kids. Like that's my takeaway from this story. She's like, we
Yeah.
our dreams. And I'm like, I hate that. And I think that's stupid. And I just hate that in general, that idea that it's like you have kids and then it's like your life has to be
Your life's
ruined.
over.
Like I know there is sacrifice, of course. I'm not a mother. I'm not trying to speak on that. And I know that that's real, but like I think what bothers me about it is that it's like, now she's like, kids respect your father because he gave up everything for you. And it's like, they didn't ask for that.
Right. And then
they
it's just
are
like
completely innocent. And then it's like, you put it on the child to like feel guilty about that. It's like, bitch, you chose to have children. I don't know. That's the problem I have with this. It's like, I fully support having kids and like whatever, but it's like, when you have a child, you have to accept that child is not responsible for you processing having a kid. Like, bitch,
right.
get a therapist. Like,
yeah, that's why I know. That's why I struggle with the idea of having kids. Like, I mean, even with Birdie, there are times where I get so frustrated, and I'm like, she's a fucking dog. Like, I can't imagine like a developing human mind, like witnessing my flaws and like having that affect the person that they're gonna become. Like, that is so
right.
Oh, that's a lot to take on.
That's like, I think like being a parent is gotta be so fucking hard. But I think the biggest like thing, maybe, and I'm just speaking from my own experience, is like just letting your kids, like not making your emotions your children's responsibility.
Yeah, and I totally would. At this stage of my life, yeah.
I would dump on them. Yeah, right.
But that's why I'm not having kids.
Who knows? Are you never gonna have kids? I am not even against kids. I'm just like against bad parenting.
Yeah, I can't fathom it right now at this stage of my life.
I get that.
Can't. So I don't know. Maybe
so who knows?
5 years I'll feel
but
different.
But you're not the
10
type
years.
of person that's like for sure no or for sure
no,
yes. You're
no,
just
no,
like,
no.
oh, okay.
I think I will say though, like for sure, I would need to like be in a relationship with someone.
Yeah.
Who like I would think would be a good co-parent.
How are you supposed to do that alone? What the fuck?
I don't know.
Because it seems hard as hell.
Yeah, no thanks. There's so many things I want to like accomplish right now in this stage of my life that like a kid, no offense, would ruin. Back to the orphanage with you.
Yikes. Oh my god. Yikes. Yikes. No.
Clip that.
You didn't mean that.
I didn't mean that. Well, that's why what I'm saying. That's why I'm not having a kid
right now. But who knows? Who knows what's in your future? Not the...
Well, Psychic did say one day that I was either going to have a couple kids, or there might be dogs. She couldn't like determine the vision in her head. So I could see you having some kids, or they could be dogs. Okay.
Were you
awesome.
paying her
Thanks,
money?
Hillary.
Yeah, what?
Yes, I did. A lot more than she.
Oh, no. Okay.
Yeah.
Well.
Cool, because this is also the Psychic that told me, by the way, you're not transgender. And I said, I know that.
What?
I was like, I know.
She said, by the way, your hair is brown, naturally.
Like, okay, Hillary.
What?
And she
What's
also
her name,
said,
Hillary?
I need to talk to God more.
You do?
She said, I need to talk to God more.
Oof.
So, I don't know. Let that be what it is.
Do with that what you will.
Do with that what you will, babe. But just be careful who you give $75 to. I'll say that.
I thought you were going to be like $300. Anyway, not Maleficent. Whatever. Aunt Maleficent.
Whatever her fucking fuck is.
Goes better death than gossip. Whatever. I don't even remember what that was about. Oh, because she's like, the neighbors will hear. I don't know. Anyway.
Whatever.
Then it's snowing and the parent, whatever.
The parents leave, yeah.
The parents are gone for the party and the window is open and Tinkerbell jumps in the room and she's banging around and then Peter Pan comes in because he's back for the shadow. And Maleficent, whatever the fuck, has her little moment with the shower. The shadow.
The shadow.
And then...
first of all, 9 p.m. is kicking our ass. Let me just say this. If it's not really apparent to the listener, 9 p.m. is kicking our ass. We're like stifling yawns. Like we are really kicking our ass.
What the fuck have we even been talking about?
I don't even know. I have fucking leaves taped to me right now.
We're gonna keep going.
We're gonna get through. Okay, let me try this.
Yeah.
Tag me in. Okay, so fucking Tinkerbell is bonging around the fucking kids' room. Like, first of all, you're an inch tall. Don't make so much fucking attention to yourself, especially when you're a fantastical creature. Aunt Maleficent is gonna fucking hit you with a swatter.
Yeah. True.
She's looking for the shadow. She finds it. Peter Pan is like, oh, there's my shadow. And then Wendy wakes up somehow and she sees and she's like, oh my God. you're Peter Pan.
Yeah.
Well, because Peter Pan is trying to attach a shadow to his foot with a rock. Stupid man.
And she's like, let me sew it on.
Open the schools, babe.
Right?
Yeah. Sew it on. Imagine the pain.
I always have thought of that. I'm like, was he not in pain? And then
Tough little kid, I guess.
Yeah. Sorry, keep going.
Yeah, and so she's like, where are you from? He's like, I'm the second star to the right. Then she's like, let me sew your shadow onto your foot.
Their
And
combo is cute.
he's
I
like, oh my god, I've done it. And
oh,
then
the
he takes
cleverness
credit
of
for
me.
it.
She goes,
Yeah, I'm
of
like,
course, I did nothing.
Yeah.
She's pissed. As
She's
she
pissed.
should be.
I do love their little like jokey, little
Same,
flirty,
same.
like and like these little child actors are
so
good.
They're so good. They're eating it up. And then he's talking about like how there's only boys in Neverland. He's like, girls are much too clever to fall out of whatever. And then like
approach.
he looks at her through the heart in the bed. And then she's like, I like how the way you talk about girls or whatever. She's like, it's perfectly marvelous. I should like to give you a kiss.
God, you're good at that.
He like does this.
The little impression. Yeah.
So then that's when she gives him the thimble.
Yes.
Or because he's like, I shall know what it is when you give me one.
First of all, he's not British.
That's true.
It's not accurate to the lore
Okay.
of the film.
Well, why don't you say what he was saying?
Peter Pan is perfectly American.
She was British though, right? Yeah.
Yeah, everyone.
Wendy
That
Darling,
was a
okay.
Interesting question I had. Is everyone's British
Right,
except Peter Pan?
That's a good point. That is a good point.
I'm not sure.
Anyway, okay, yep. So then he gives her an acorn. She immediately turns it into a necklace.
A nut.
Incredible work. Oh. I thought it was an acorn.
No, but like
Just a
a
regular-
nut.
Oh, right. And then she's like, I should like to give you a thimble. Clever. Love that. She goes to give him a kiss. He's puckered up. Tinkerbell says, no, that's my man's. And basically, Peter's like, she's not very polite. She says, if you try to give me a thimble again, she'll kill you.
How do we feel? Like, I also had an issue with, like, not an issue, but, like, the whole, like, Peter Pan Tinkerbell relationship, like, in the animated movie, like, never felt weird to me. But, like,
Oh, really?
Tinkerbell being an adult woman, like, jealous. Like, I was like,
I didn't even,
ew.
like, think about that. Because, yeah, she does look like an adult woman.
She is an adult woman. Like, it's an adult actress, like, playing Tinkerbell.
Oh, my God, I never
Like,
put
you
that
girl,
together.
stay out of their business.
That is weird. They should have made her like a little girl, I feel like.
Or, like really, like, fantastical.
Yes.
Like, non-human.
Yes.
You
That's
know?
a good point. Yeah.
Because
I
she does,
agree.
like, she has a crush on him. Like, what's her
100%.
relationship?
100%.
Yeah.
She does. Yeah, that's a really good point.
Anyway, sorry to ruin it.
It's okay.
But
But anyway, so they have their little jealous thing, and then she's like, Peter, don't go. I have a lot of stories. And he's like, then come with me. And she's like, I can't fly. And he's like, I'll teach you. And she's like, can my brothers come? And then it's like, otherwise I'm going to say every line that they fucking say. So they're like, they get all excited. They fly. And then they're like, but what about mother and father? And he's like, there's mermaids and pirates and this. And then they like go back up, and then, oh my God, this is my favorite fucking scene where it's like
the music. Yeah.
And it's like, it would be delightful to report they reached the nursery in time. But then there would be no story.
Oh, I got chills. Right? The little narrator girl, she must have been in the studio like, I'm cooking. I'm cooking with this.
And then it's like his line where he's like, come with me, Wendy. What does he say? It's like,
He like whispers in her ear.
come with me, Wendy.
They will never find out.
Yeah, no, what does he say? Okay, forget them, Wendy. Forget them all.
Yeah, forget them
Come with me, or you'll never have to worry about grown-up things.
You really like have these lines down.
I love this movie so much. And she's like, never is an awfully long time. And that's when they say, but then there would be no story. And then it's like, and I always cry. I cry every time. I was like,
Yeah.
like,
Because it's the
just-
whimsy.
It's so perfect. And they're like soaring through London, and then they're fucking in the solar system. And I'm like, and he ate this role up as Peter Pan. He is
He
so
did.
fucking good.
He's like, for me, obviously, I really struggle with Peter Pan, but like,
right.
he did
But
a
you
good
like
job
him.
of like being like the like petulant, like
yes,
young
but
boy
very
to
like charming at the same
charming,
time.
like understanding why
Totally.
these kids like listen to him and like why
Yes.
Wendy and her
Yes.
brothers like
Yes.
followed him. Like he's very fun.
Agreed. I totally agree. And it was honestly like the way they do his character is very interesting. Like they do make him very flawed. Like it's very very interesting, the conversation that they have later, because I feel like, yes, this is kids having this combo, but it's like, this is like a kind of like dynamic in a lot of relationships where men are like afraid of their feelings and then like can't. Yeah, like, you know, they use Peter Pan syndrome on men a lot of the time, where it's like, I don't know. That was just interesting to watch. But anyway, we cut to the scene of we're getting introduced to Captain Hook, which they did him shirtless.
Hot.
I knew you were going to say that. He's shirtless, Jason Isaacs, with a fucking tattoo. Like, they knew what they were doing. They literally knew what they were doing. He's also so good at being evil. Like, he uses some of this like vibe when he plays Lucius Malfoy as well. Even when he like uses his hook to push up Smee's glasses.
Yeah.
Yes, he very like that. Why? Yes.
It's also like he has very evil eyes. Not to like he just has like
he channels it so well. He's
very good. Yeah.
At being a villain. And anyway, we just kind of get this scene where he's like, the flowers are blooming and the snow's gone away, and then he's like, he's back. And then we cut to the kids, and they're like, again, this is like one of my dreams. I've always dreamed of jumping around on clouds. They're fucking jumping through these cotton candy clouds. I'm like, are you kidding me?
I know, it looks so fun.
So fucking fun. And then essentially they have their first, like, I have to go a bit faster because I'm going way too into this, but so please feel free to jump in at any point. But they have their first, like, fight with the pirates.
Yeah.
And then they all kind of get separated. The brothers get separated. Wendy gets shot down by the Lost Boys because Tinkerbell says, it's a Wendy bird killer! And then Peter goes and deals with Hook. Can you believe that? It's a large white bird. Sorry. No, it was needed. Like, it was needed. You know, when you get red and you're like, yeah, they ate that.
Yeah, you ate that. Yeah. I will say Hook's curls, I made a note, so healthy. Really great health in those curls.
The wig.
It must be
curls?
the salt water.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Maybe, probably. Maybe the magic of the island.
Well, yeah.
No.
Okay.
No.
Well, I would know. I think you're right. Like, because I'm like, he's not like using a leave-in conditioner. I don't know what he's doing. It's just magic of Neverland.
Maybe there's like a serum from the tree that he like an oil that he uses.
True. So, like, no, I'm not going to say that. Well,
what?
No, I'm not
going
to. No, I'm like, yes. How did you know?
You're actually fucking kidding that that's what you were thinking.
I was like, well, the semen from the semen. Like, you know, like,
because
you know,
gay stuff was happening
are good.
On that ship. There was no women in the entire, and you know they were going to be fucking each other.
Right.
For sure.
And they all were, like, covered in bumps and stuff, like, because they're giving themselves, like, 8.
STIs.
That, oh my God, herpes just everywhere.
Yeah, everyone.
That one guy was just a walking herpes. You know what I'm talking about?
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're just fucking each other.
Yes. And this is not even, like, this isn't even like a, we think, no, this was happening.
This was happening.
This is what happens,
I'm
like,
not sure of a lot of things,
but I'm sure that everyone on Captain Hook's ship was fucking each other.
Fucking. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they all had syphilis. Anyway.
Yeah.
So we cut to the Lost Boys, and this was funny. The narrator's like, fairies are so small, they only have room for one feeling at a time. Like, all of this is so, like, whimsical. But anyway, she's on her rage kick, and she's a killer. They shoot her, and then Peter Pan shows up, and she was saved by his acorn, his kiss.
Yes.
But he's like, who did this? And then, it's my kiss saved her. And then there was one little boy, and his comedy was so fucking good. And
which one?
It was the little one who, like, he, like, at one point he was like they were like, yeah, let's pick her up, and they're like hands, and everyone's hands are really dirty, and then he's like, well, she must stay here and die. And then Peter looks at him and he goes, how can I set that?
I think it's this one.
Yes! He's so funny.
Yeah, he's funny.
He was so great. I thought his, like, young little comedic timing was so cute.
Yeah.
And he's like, I remember kisses. Let me see it. That is a kiss. Like, he was just so fucking cute. It's like a powerful thing.
Because he played, like, kid acting like adults.
Exactly.
Which are my favorite kids. Like, because they're just so fucking funny. Everything's so serious. Yeah.
He's precocious, I guess.
Yeah, good word.
Peter finds out that it was Tinkerbell, and he's like, then I'm your friend no more, and he throws her, and she gets banished. And Wendy wakes up in the house, and everyone's like, please be our mother. Do you tell stories? And you're perfect. And then they, like, blindfold her and take her to the actual treehouse, and I kept thinking of you. You were like, this is the last place I'd want to fucking be. So, yep, she's in the treehouse, and they're like, time to meet father, mother. So looking forward to being your son, which I thought was hilarious.
I know.
Also, you can tell this is a fucking practical set, and I loved that.
I know. There was the CGI was a little heinous, but, like, good thing there wasn't a lot of it.
Yeah, there was so much. Like, this looked like
very practical.
It looked so fun. And then they're, like, playing a really fun game of house, because Wendy kind of, like, matches, like, Peter's energy. He's like, let's kill the children. She's like, kill them and they shall think themselves important. It's like, we should do something worse. And you can see he's like loving it. And the kids were so funny. They were like, so important. And then the other one goes, and unique. I thought that. It's always that funny little
How
one.
did you, like, okay, how do you know all these lines? Like, did you just
I
watch
wrote
the
a
movie
lot. I wrote a lot of them down.
Okay.
Because they were cracking me up.
I mean, there is some great lines in this fucking movie.
Great lines. Anyways, so then she's about to give them medicine, but then she realizes, she's like, oh my god, my bros, like, my brothers aren't here. And they're running for their lives for the crocodile, and they have their first interaction with Tiger Lily, and this is the one part in the film where I was like, eesh.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a little rough. I also have to go back and just say, like I just recently said, a lot of great lines in this fucking movie. And then and coming out, like, it felt really just cringe and bad.
I didn't even clock it. I was like,
I think, like, I can't wait to look back at the footage and see my face. See my face drop after I said it, because it felt really bad coming out.
but, like, didn't you mean it genuinely in the moment?
I really did. That's the worst part.
I know. That's like,
a lot of great lines in this fucking movie.
you just clocked me for doing the same thing. Remember, I was like, I know, right?
Oh my god, I'm crying. That was really bad. Okay, sorry.
To be cringe is to be free.
You're right.
Just don't forget that.
But I feel like I'm in shackles right now. What were we on about?
Tiger Lily.
Tiger Lily. Yeah, Tiger Lily. The whole Tiger Lily thing was really rough.
An issue. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, not as bad, obviously, as the animated Peter Pan, but...
But he still says, I say on hand that savage, you savage.
Yes, yeah, that was rough. We know
Bad.
that was in that.
Bad. So this is when you're like, oh my god, I forgot it's 2003. Like, there's always something. You're always, like, enjoying a movie so much, and then you get, like,
you get brought back to
nowhere,
reality.
you're like,
yep.
oh my god, I can't believe that was okay.
I know.
Like, can you imagine if someone did that in a movie today?
No, I mean,
literally
unless,
would
like, the
never
character
happen.
was, like, designed to be, like, a racist.
Exactly.
You know, then
Exactly.
sure, but if it's just, like, we're supposed to be rooting for Henry. What's his name? Henry?
Michael?
Whatever. John? His name's John.
Oh,
He looks like a
right.
Henry
He's
to
John.
me.
He does. Well, he looks like
Harry Potter.
He does look like Harry Potter, and also Henry from Once Upon a Time. Kind of.
Oh, God. Fuck me.
God
damn it.
We cut to the mermaids, and she's like,
Loved these
I
mermaids.
knew you would. She's like, they're so sweet. And I love when Peter was like, this little sweet will drown you if you get too close. And then, one of them's trying to, like, pull her in. And they basically eventually tell her where the brothers are. They're like, it's got them at the
I always keep mental tabs of, like, mermaid depictions in movies and media. And these, I will say, are, like, probably one of my favorite approaches to mermaids.
How do you feel about the Harry Potter approach to mermaids? Was it, like, too amphibian for you?
I think so. I do like their
human.
song. I like their song a lot. Yeah. I used to, like, play that, like, go on YouTube and be like, play it, and then, like, go back, play it again.
Really?
Yeah. Mermaids and witches for me. Those were my things.
Love that.
Mermaids, witches, and harpies.
What's a harpy? Well, I've heard
Harpy's
of a
like a
harpy,
female flying, like, bird woman.
Oh, yeah, they're in my fantasy books all the time, and I, like, kind of have an image in my head that I made up. Like, I didn't really know what they were. Okay.
Loved them.
Cool. Love that.
But yeah, love this approach to mermaids. I like how they're, like, still humanish, but, like, you know, I love their webbed fingers and, like, the makeup, and, like, they're so pretty. Because I like the idea of them being, like, femme fatale. Like, how they would, like, lure pirates
genuinely
in.
Sirens,
yeah.
Yeah, that was sick. I agree.
Yeah. Love those. Love those mermaids. I wish I could
agree.
hear them talk, but we didn't.
I know.
I love the Pirates of the Caribbean mermaids too.
Oh, I don't remember them.
They're really, they sing that, my jolly sailor boat. It's so creepy. It's so
I
good.
have to go back and watch that. Those movies are
It's
so
one of my
fucking
favorite
good.
scenes. So we should add, like, I don't know why we haven't done one of those movies.
I agree.
We have our heading.
I actually just tried to watch it on the plane and my ADD cut me out.
Damn it.
I was so pissed at myself because it was so good.
Yeah. Well, the beginning of the first one's a little slow because it's like kind
every
of
time
like
once it gets to when it's too many battles and not enough plot, you lose me.
Yeah, I get
I
that.
can do a battle, but it has to have like
Meaning.
there were a lot of battles. Anyway, speaking of, we're about to go into the first battle of this.
Yes.
At the Black Castle.
Mm-hmm.
So the Teddy's in chains. All the kids are in chains. The kids, they're begging. Englishmen do not beg, and then they immediately
please.
Like, she rolls her fucking eyes. She's like, these fucking losers.
Michael, I thought was so funny. Like that kid's voice, like he would do this like scream, like when he was like, please, please. Like I thought it was so funny. Like I really like that actor, that little actor.
This is funny. Like he's the youngest one, right?
I think so.
I always confuse them. So John is the older one.
Yes.
Okay.
The glasses.
Okay. The younger one. The younger one was hilarious. Like when he would deliver his lines, they were very funny. These kids were very talented, I thought.
I know. No, literally no annoying child actor of the bunch, which
Completely
is so
rare.
Beyond rare.
I totally agree. So, yeah, basically Peter gives her a sword. He's like, can you use it? And they spar. And he's like, just promise me one thing. Leave hope to me. And then, like, Wendy sees Captain Hook and she describes as being, she was not afraid, but entranced. I was like, that's such a cool detail about her character.
Yeah.
Anyway, then Peter Pan's, like, faking his voice. And, then they let the kids go. And they have that whole thing. And he calls him a codfish. And then she saves Peter Pan because he's about to kill her. And then they have this epic fight. And then Teddy gets beheaded. Tiger Lily kisses Michael. And then he has, like, the strength of 1,000 men, or John, to fucking open the gate, which is hilarious. They commandeer the boat from Shmi. Peter cuts out of the trap that they get him in. And then the crocodile ends up saving them. A lot of plot happens.
A lot of plot.
Action, adventure, whatever. We cut to the forest at night. And, like, one of my favorite scenes is coming up. And the Native Americans or
indigenous Neverlandiers. I don't know.
They're saving the teddy bear, which is actually kind of cool. And then,
that
like,
was really that got me.
It was
I didn't remember that.
Funny. And then the kid, he goes, she's calling the funny kid. She's calling the spirit of the eagle to hear the warrior. And then he goes, so impressive. And I was like, it's so good. His acting is so good. He just tickled me.
And then he hugs the bear. It was so cute.
Yes, it's so cute. And then they're all like celebrating. And then like Wendy is like goes into the forest and Peter sees her and he like does this. And I was like, oh my God. I feel like as a little girl, like heart pang flutters. Like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
Yeah.
And then he takes her to the fairies and they see like a male fairy and a woman fairy dancing. And then it's
you don't see a lot of male fairies.
No, you don't.
Not if you're outside of WeHo, honey. No, but you really don't see a lot of male fairy representation in media.
You want to just breeze by that one? You really just want to pretend that it didn't happen? Or what?
I've just like been on a roll lately. What's the opposite of being on a roll?
In a slump.
I'm in a slump. I've
In
been like just a lot of swings
flop
and misses.
era.
A lot of great lines in this fucking movie. Talking about Peter Pan with leaves actively taped to my body. A lot of great lines in this fucking movie. Sometimes I talk like a kid who just learned how to swear. Like when I say the F-bomb. Like,
yeah, I get that.
Like,
you're
just shut the fuck up!
Stop talking to yourself like that. I liked what you said. It was honest and ooh. We just got
my nipple.
We saw the big naturals. They look so good right now.
Thank you. My God.
And you know it. Loves it.
I do know it. Yes.
I know. I can tell. He looks hot, guys. Pay for the Patreon just for this.
How do you feel about the leaf in my hair?
Obsessed.
That was a creative. What about this?
I don't know about that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should I take it off? Or?
That one looks like a starfish that's like stuck to your face.
Right. That's what I think I was going for.
You were.
And then I'm like, that's not how leaf culture works.
No.
That's
But this in the
culture.
hair is really good. Yeah, it's seashell. I totally agree. Anyway, enough about you and your big naturals. Okay, going back to them, they have the most magical. He like throws her into the sky. They're fucking dancing surrounded by the fairies, and it makes me think of like, do you remember being that age? The intensity of a crush. Like,
Oh my God.
You were like in love in a way that's like can't be put into words. It was like your whole entire being. Like, it was crazy, and I just can't even imagine getting to act on the set and, like, actually being in love, but also, if you were in this, like fantasy world, and this boy had, like, you were at this age, like, are you kidding me?
Are you kidding? No, I mean, like, it almost brings me, like, profound sadness, because now I just, like, with most men, I'm, like, annoyed. Like, I'm just, like, shut the fuck
It's
up,
just, like,
bro.
disappointment after disappointment. You know, I was actually talking to Chad about this recently. Like, it's really sad the way that the world treats little boys. Like, the way, you know, when you, like, hang out with young, that sounds bad, but, like, I used to be a camp counselor hanging out with young boys. I mean, not trying to be, like, but they're so, like, and I had little cousins, too, that were little boys. They're so earnest. They're so expressive. They're so emotional. They're so sweet. And then, like, they grow up and, like, the world, like, beats it out of them. Like,
Yeah.
And so many girls have described this. You know, you have, like, a young boy that's your friend because he's so sweet and kind. And then, like, he grows up and becomes an unrecognizable version of himself.
Yeah.
And then we end up in all these situations where these boys can't communicate their feelings. And it's just sad because, like, it's not like little boys are born that way.
No.
We, like, do that to them, and it's horrible. It makes me
It's
sad.
really sad. I know. And I feel like that's why sometimes I really am so lucky that I was a flamboyant little boy who got called gay, like, pretty young.
Right.
Because I got to avoid a lot of that treatment and, like, didn't have to unlearn, like, my emotions. Like, that, I guess, was the benefit of just always being gay.
Right.
Was like, okay, well, he's feminine. Like, he's kind of a lost cause when it comes to masculinity. Like, let's not...
Right.
You know? So I didn't, like, really get socialized that way. Or if I did, I don't think I really subscribed to it.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Because I do, like, I feel for a lot of, like, young men. Especially,
Me
like,
too.
do you see that Manosphere documentary?
No, I haven't. I can't bring myself to watch it because I'm scared it's gonna, like, put me into a fit of rage.
Me too. I mean, that's just from what I've heard about it. But, like, the fact that these are what young men are, like, consuming right now, boys, is, like, really...
Yeah, isn't it like Gen Z is, like, more misogynistic than millennial men and, like, even boomers?
Yeah.
Because we are entering this era where women, like, genuinely aren't putting up with the bullshit anymore, and, like, men are losing their control over women, and they're having a complete fucking crash out. And also, we're in the era of, like, extremist social media being able to, like, scoop you up into these.
Yeah, we truly are, like, in the Peter Pan episode, I'm saying this, more divided than we've ever been.
It's so true. It's so true. It's so true. And I feel like I even fall victim to this sometimes. Like, on social media, everyone's takes are so black and white. They're so extreme that it starts to make you feel like I should have a take. Like, even like when we were talking about the Chapel Roan thing, like, I feel like I don't really have a strong opinion. But with everyone's discourse, I was like, should I be developing one?
Yeah.
Whereas my opinion kind of falls maybe a little more in, like, a gray, kind of aligned with what you said. But, like, I'm not.
There's always nuance.
Yeah.
There's a lot of, there's a just culturally lack of nuance everywhere.
Exactly. And when you're consuming that, it starts to make you be like, should I be, like, having a stronger opinion about this? I don't know. Anyway, sorry, they're dancing with fairies.
Right.
Right. And so they're having this, like, beautiful time. And we do cut to Captain Hook, and he sees Tink crying, and he's kind of doing this whole, like, okay, like, maybe we should, like, work together.
Yeah.
And then Wendy, Peter Pan fucking looks at Wendy, and he's like, you know, it's only make-believe, right? The way this, like, stabbed me in the heart, because it's, like, the number of times this has happened with, like, actually, like, relationship situations in real life to me, where it's, like, not a guy doesn't say that, but they say something like, yeah, but, like, we're just friends. And you're like, what are you talking about?
I was confused on, like, what that meant. I don't think I really understood. Like, he was saying, like, it's all make-believe, like, this, like, romance thing, like, that we're doing.
The vibe we have going on. Like, we're just playing pretend. We're just pretending.
Oh, that makes me very upset.
Yes. It is, like, it's so, like, symbolic of like what women kind of have to deal with. Like,
Yeah.
the number of times men have looked at me after doing the most intimate shit, and then they're like, "But we're just friends," and you're like, "We're
Literally,
fine
like,
with
after
the
having
fairies
sex.
right now. What the
Like,
fuck are you talking about?" Right?
Yeah.
And so she obviously is like, "What the?" She starts drifting to the ground because she's sad, and she's like, "What are your real feelings?" And blah, 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 love, and then he goes, "I've never heard of it." She's like, "I think you have, Pieter, and I dare say you felt it for yourself, or something, or someone." And he's like, "Never!" And he's like, "What more could there be?" And she's like, "I don't know. I think it becomes clearer when you grow up." And he's like, "I will not grow up." And he's like, I'm going to banish you if you like keep saying this. And she was like, "I will not be banished." I was like, period. And then he's
Good.
like, "Then go home and take your feelings with you." And they basically have this blowout fight. And it's rough.
It's rough. It's rough to witness.
It
it's like
is.
seeing your parents fight.
Yeah. And it's like Peter, like, not being able to talk about his feelings and this dynamic that's only magical in this certain way. And, like, I don't know. It's just very, there's, like, layers. I don't know.
Yeah, because it's like we're in this like magic, fantastical world, but it's like a very real human emotion and situation. Where
Yes.
it's like
Exactly.
it's like a very relatable.
Yes.
Not obviously in like the direct context, but like in like the overview.
Speak for yourself, but yes.
Okay, well,
I've been
but
there
like
enough.
very like what do they say, that broad, high level. These are like feelings that you deal with when you're like interested in someone.
Yes, exactly. And like, and then, it's like classic, like you're with an avoidant person who's feeling the same things. Like we get to the meat that Peter is obviously feeling these same things, but he doesn't know how to, like later in the movie when it's like Peter Pan has joys that other children would never know of, but he was looking at the one thing he could never have. And I was like, that is something that makes this story so interesting.
Yeah, that's a great point. Yeah, I know. It's because
this is a lot deeper, I feel like, than I think there's just more of the book in this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because I mean, it's like it is like a happy ending overall, but it's like I love when a movie's like got a little twinge of it's not I mean, Peter Pan's life is like, it's like this idealized thing, like where it's like this kid never gets to grow up, but like there's like a profound loneliness in never growing up too, and like being sticking to your beliefs in that, and like the people you lose along the way.
Yes, exactly. Like all the Lost Boys leave him.
Yeah, he's like alone with fucking Tinkerbell and the pirates.
Yeah.
Do you think? No.
I know, my brain went there too.
He flies back to Neverland, takes a sip of that medicine, and drifts off.
Oh my god, no, I didn't think that.
Oh.
I thought like
it could just be lonely.
Yeah,
this is dark. Let's stop.
We should... Okay, so post-fight, she's sobbing in her little house, and the narrator's like, Peter did not want Wendy to leave. And he goes to visit the parents, and he sees that they're still waiting for their kids with the door open, and he's like, we can't both have her, lady. And then the pirates come for Wendy. She wakes up on the ship. Smee was also very funny in this scene. Like,
Smee was
hilarious.
Literally
crying, and he's like, cigar? That was so funny. And she's like, he offers her alcohol, and she's like, I'm a little girl. And then he like offers her alcohol more. I just thought it was so great. And then they invite her to be a pirate because they're like,
I low-key loved this conversation. I thought it was so funny. Like
it was
she was
funny.
Like, they really were in cahoots, and she
They
was like,
were.
I've always wanted to be called Red-Handed Jill.
I know. And they were like, what a wonderful name. And she was like, but I could not be expected to pillage. It was just cute. And it kind of seems fun and whimsical to join as a pirate until it's like, well, can I think about your generous offer? And then we realize the real intent, which was to follow her to the treehouse. So they do, and we do get a scene in the treehouse, and the narrator's like, the more Wendy thought of her mother, the less she could remember. And then she's like, Michael, like, who's your father? And then he's like, Peter. And then I think she says, like, John, who's your mother? And the really funny one goes, she got the easy one. Like, the easy question. It's like, you are? She's like, no. And they're like, and isn't our mother just first class? Like, the kids are so funny. But she's basically like, guys, like, we're forgetting everything. Peter's like, there's a new pirate. She's called Red-Handed Jill. And then she's like, I'm actually red-handed, Jill. And then she calls Peter Pan deficient. He's like, how am I deficient? She's like, you're just a boy. And then, sorry, I know your mic has disconnected, so I'm
Okay,
on a roll
thank you
while
so
you're
much.
doing it. Yeah,
You really nailed that. Okay, I'm back in
now.
now.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
So she says she's not going to be a pirate, but she is going to go home. And then Peter's like, if you wish it, and then storms off. And Wendy kind of comes back to him, and he's like, well, like, we've been talking, like, all of us are going to come. And he's like, well, would they make me go to school? And she's like, yes. And then he's like, well, would they put me in an office? And she was like, I suppose so. And honestly, like, I was seeing what he was getting at here. I was like, that sounds like shit. Like, I can live here and play forever, or I have to go sit in a cubicle. Obviously, it doesn't have to be like that, but like the way that he's thinking about it, and he's like, I want to always be a boy and have fun. And then Wendy says, you say so, but I think it is your biggest pretend.
Why do you think he cares so much about staying in fucking Neverland, like, and being a kid forever? Like, what's his trauma? I'm really trying to know what his
I think there is like a backstory, like his parents were gonna do something, like send him to like a crazy boarding school or something, or like right in the story, I think. So we're at the like pre-climax where they're all like on their way to leave, and then Tinkerbell escapes from Hook. And Hook finds them and kidnaps everybody. Okay, we're back. Sorry, Brett had some microphone issues.
I'm so sorry, folks.
It's all right. So when basically Tinkerbell jumps in because Hook has secretly kidnapped all the kids, poisoned Peter Pan's medicine. Oh no, you came back with that joke?
Sorry. Yeah, that was not okay. I'm just. It's almost 10.
It's 10. It is 10. It's 10:04. Like... Okay. We're gonna get through this. So basically, yep, he's about to poison himself. Tinkerbell drinks it for him. She basically dies to save his life. Yeah. And then we get the pirates kidnap everybody, and blah blah blah. Everyone on the boat says Peter Pan's dead, and then we get the big dramatic, like, Tinkerbell, please come back. I do believe in fairies. I do, and like, I do believe in fairies.
How did they all get the memo to say that? That's what I want to know.
It's magic.
You're right.
It's magic. So even the kids back in London in their beds are saying it's so fucking cute.
I love when the aunt is like in her bath and she's like, I
do believe in fairies. I do. I know. It was so good.
Funny.
So then Peter's like, it's Hook or me this time. So then we cut back to the pirates. Wendy's telling the story of Peter Pan, and then they're kind of realizing, like, oh, all of the stories that you tell Peter that he loves so much, they all end a kiss. And then this is when Hook clocks. He's like, he does feel, and he feels about you. Because earlier he'd been like, Peter Pan doesn't feel. Yeah. And Michael lets it slip that you need fairy dust to fly. And they're about to launch. They're about to launch Wendy off to. Actually, we have to. I'm losing my brain too. This is just a lot of plot here, folks.
It's a lot of plot.
It's so much happens. They're about to launch her off the thing. She doesn't. She falls, but she doesn't splash. Peter catches her. He comes out. He hides with the prisoners.
Funny moment that happened?
Please.
Okay, I love when he's like questioning Wendy. He's got like the hook to her neck, and he's like, they're talking about the happy thoughts thing, and he's like, will unhappy thoughts bring him down? And Wendy says, he has no unhappy thoughts. And then Smee's like, oh.
He's like, oh. There's honestly so much like really good comedy in this. If you look for it, you have to kind of like catch it. It's not the main through line. It's kind of like the actors were doing their own little things with this. Yeah, material.
And like it's very like the sense of humor, like it feels very like in the same world as Ella Enchanted. Like, yeah, it's just, I don't know, this like whimsy movie. Yes. We need to make like a Pinterest board of like movies of this type where they're like,
then we need to make our own.
I know, but like as references.
Yes,
like when we are like, crafting the.
I agree.
Division, like this. There's more. I just can't think. Narnia? No, not Narnia.
It's not very funny, I feel like.
No.
Unless I'm not remembering it right.
I do want to watch that show that you were talking about.
Gallivant. We have to. I think it'll be very inspiring.
I think so too.
We need to have a sesh. Okay, so basically the crocodile that we thought was coming, it was Tinkerbell. They have the big fight, okay? Hook shakes Tinkerbell on himself, and then he's like flies up to fight Peter Pan. He's like, your Wendy's gonna leave you, and blah, blah, blah. And he's like,
lots of just negative self-talk.
There's a husband. Yeah, exactly. And he's like freaking. He's like, you'll die alone and unloved just like me. And then this kind of like gets Peter almost like he's about to die. And then he sees Wendy's crying and he kind of like smiles about that. And Wendy breaks free and like ends up next to him. And then, okay, Wendy, give us your final goodbye. And then she's like, Peter, I'm sorry, I must grow up, but this is yours. And then she goes to give it, and they're like, no, give it. And she goes, it is just a thimble. And then she like whispers in his ears. She's like, this belongs to you and always will be yours, or whatever.
Chills.
And I just like thought about how like nervous these little actors must have been because they liked each other, and then they like had the excuse to kiss. I was like, that's so
I saw an interview with him like on the red carpet for something. Like this was back in the day. Like he still looked very young, and they were like, the interviewer was like, "How was the kiss?" And he's like, "Oh, he was like, I loved it. I kept messing up on purpose, so she kept having to kiss me."
You're
like,
kidding.
Oh my God,
That's
stop.
Yeah. Oh my
How
God.
cute is
Makes
that?
it so much better. Oh, they're so cute. And then, okay, this is when it's like, ding, ding,
Yeah.
ding, ding. He's like, ding, 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 ding. He's glowing. And then they're like, brace yourself, lads, for 'tis a powerful thing. And like, he like screams and blasts everyone back. So then they start chanting. They're like, oh, old, alone, done for. Old, alone, done for. And then like, he's going, and then he goes, old, alone, done for. And then gets eaten by the crocodile. And then, okay, then blah, blah, blah. He puts the captain's hat on. He whistles. All the fairies come. I had full body chills. They cover the whole boat in magic dust. And then she's like, oh, the cleverness of you. And then, like, they're having their cute little, like, we just kissed.
Yeah.
And then he takes them back home, and this is when they realize they bring all the Lost Boys, and they're like, yes, we'll keep them all. And then the family's like, how are we? But the expense. And then he's like, damn the expense. And then he's like, would this help the expense, father? And it's like, all these jewels. I'm frothing at the mouth. And then like Maleficent has her moment where she's like, what's the matter, child? And he said, I couldn't find the house, and now everyone has a mother except me. And then Tink hits him with that little, she's like, is your name this? I think I might be your mother. La, 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 la. And then this is when they have the sad little line that's like, there could not have been a lovelier sight. Peter Pan had countless joys that other children could never know, but he was looking at the one joy for which he must be forever barred. And it was like,
you are such a little writer. The fact that you have all these lines down.
well, they're
very good lines.
Like, oh my God, you can tell it's from a book is what I mean for most of these. And then Wendy's like, you won't forget me, will you? And he's like, me? Forget? Never. And then they have this like really cute like little moment where they're just like, and then you realize this narrator has been Wendy the whole time. She's like, but I was not to see Peter Pan again. Now and then I tell my stories to children and their children forever, for all children grow up except one.
Oh, and that's that fucking movie. I loved it. I mean, come on.
I loved it too. And you know what?
Thank you for taking the second half of that plot.
No problem. We were never going to make it.
No, we weren't.
We barely.
We were fighting an uphill battle. The leaves are actively falling off me as we speak.
I'm melting into my like house that's pitch black. Like I mean, so much happens. Even when I was watching it, I was like, this is going to take a long time to get through. But okay, how many fairies are you giving this that you believe in out of 10?
I'm going to give it like 8.75.
Oh, not a 9? You don't just want to say 9?
Okay, yeah, no, it's a 9. It's a 9.
What holds it back from like a 10?
I just I love a female character.
Okay. It is
very boy heavy movie.
It is very boy heavy. Even though Wendy is a great character, but yes.
Wendy is a great character, but it's like she's fighting an uphill battle.
No, it's true. That's a good point.
Definitely doesn't pass the Bechdel test.
Cool. No, it does not, does it?
Does not pass the Bechdel.
No.
But yeah, I mean, it is still really good. Like, it's just my little quirks and whatever.
Yeah.
I'm taking the leaves off. I'm just here shirtless.
We're naked
now.
at this point. I feel like I should join. This is once I do
We're
this,
Adam and Eve.
Adam and Steve. Okay, my ranking for this is 10.
Yeah.
This is a 10.
I knew that was coming.
This is a 10. Like, this movie is all the flowers. I am obsessed.
serve it up, pour cheese on it.
What are you gonna do? Exactly, and I'm eating all of it. So that was this week's. Sorry guys, we're trying not to make this episode too long for you.
Next week's, I'm pretty sure is. I don't want to say it official, but I'm pretty sure it's Toy Story 2.
Oh no, wait! I've never seen that.
You've never seen Toy Story 2?
No.
Okay.
Oh
Toy
yeah,
Story
that
2,
one.
Yeah, Toy Story 2. I mean, dare I say, I think it's the best movie in the series.
What?
Yeah, I love, because that's where you meet Jessie, and it's so good. It's so funny. Barbie's in it.
Oh, maybe I have.
I'm tour guide Barbie.
Maybe I have seen this, but not in like 100,000 years. I don't remember it at all. I don't even remember what the plot is.
So good.
Well, fuck.
I can't wait.
Okay, amazing. Okay, so that's what's up next. If
Yeah.
you join our Patreon, you can help us vote.
Yes,
for what
vote.
episode. Every
You gotta
episode that we
say-
do, by the way, guys, is voted on by the Patreons.
Yeah, you get the voting, and then you also get the pre-episode ramble.
Yeah.
Which this time, what are some topics we discussed? Chapel Roan, sobriety.
Yep. Fame.
Fame, fortune.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So
And you also get to get visual of us, and we're currently
yes,
both
Nate, pretty
semi-nude.
much. Like this is here we go.
Thumbnail.
Don't make that the thumbnail, Marian, please. Make that the thumbnail. And me like this. Should we just sing that song? It's like
Yeah.
Bye.